Arthur Lucas, hanged December 11th, 1962. On Tuesday, December 11th, 1962, Arthur Lucas, an African-American from Detroit, Michigan, was hanged at midnight in Toronto's Don Jail for the November 17th, 1961 gangster murder of Thurland Crater, Detroit pimp and witness in an upcoming narcotics trial. Murdered at the same time at the Kendall Avenue rooming house in Toronto's Annex neighborhood was Carolyn Ann Newman, a 20-year-old prostitute. Both Crater and Newman had their throats cut, with Crater also being shot 4 times. Newman, Crater, and Lucas, a 54-year-old panderer, were all African American and members of the Detroit underworld, Lucas having been sent to silence Crater. Hanged at the same time as Lucas was Ronald Turpin, a 29-year-old cop killer who died for the murder of Metropolitan Toronto Police Constable Frederick John Nash. Lucas, a man of limited intelligence, was convicted on purely circumstantial evidence, as no witness could place him at the scene of the double homicide. He went to his death proclaiming his innocence. Lucas was tried only for the murder of Thurland Crater. Amazingly, Robert J. Hoshhowsky, in his book The Last to Die, Ronald Turpin, Arthur Lucas, and the End of Capital Punishment in Canada, references a 1967 news program, W5, which tracked down 4 members of the jury that convicted Lucas, and 3 of the 4 expressed doubts as to his guilt. What the actual hell? Then why did they convict him? For a more detailed discussion of Lucas's trial and potential innocence, I highly recommend Hoshhowsky's The Last to Die, which should be easily obtainable for listeners in Canada. Both Arthur Lucas and Ronald Turpin were pronounced dead at 12:18 a.m., but among the revelations found in The Last to Die was the bungling of Lucas's execution, his head being practically ripped from his body. After an early morning inquest, both of the condemned men were buried in unmarked graves in Toronto's Prospect Cemetery. As an aside, I spent the summer of 1980 living in an annex rooming house 1 block east of the Kendall Avenue double murder site. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, comment, and consider subscribing to The Gallows, where we explore Canadian murder cases which ended on the scaffold. And remember, if you're born to hang, you'll never be shot. Cheers.